Here we go. We got Sambucha on the stream with us, guys. Let's go. Hold on. Let me push the little O button like that.
What up, chat? What's going on, everybody?
Yeah.
James, it's also my first time, I guess, like officially meeting you as well. So first off, like, thank you for helping me with this. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm coming for blood, man. I'm telling you, like, I've been playing for 4 years, a little bit on and off. Chess.com, Lead Chess, or Light Chess, however you pronounce it. I've been playing like a little like on board, but I'm excited to just kind of soak in and just whatever you got for me, man.
Perfect. Awesome. We just turned your volume up there too as well. Thank you for that chat. So, all right, what we're going to do here is basically, this is what I do with my real students, actually, that I work with personally. And one thing that we do is you have to understand that it takes work to get anywhere. And obviously, as you know, Mr. 9 million subs, number 8 on YouTube, right? Type of work, you know what I mean? Type thing. So he understands work, you do, yes. But now to be better and to actually have some good shots here, you're going to need to train in only really one big area. And this is one thing to pay attention to, which I actually checked to see if that was something you're doing, which we on your profile literally right now. So we check in to see. We're like, oh, okay, let's see if he's doing what we actually do here on stream. This is a culture, a community here. Shout out to Young King in chat saying command work in chat. It's like this is a community thing where we all work. All the stuff that I tell my students, I'm actually still doing just on a higher level. So one thing that you have to do here, a lot of, and what I recommend, your biggest point, 60, 70% of your time should be doing this right here. What is that? Is puzzle rush. Puzzle rush. I see you did them yesterday. So I'll check. I'm like, let's see how many rushes he got. See if he out here in the trenches or not. And he just, you just joined us yesterday.
I just started. Yeah, it was good timing. I was just doing normal puzzles before,
Right,
and then I was just around chess.com. I was like, oh, they have Puzzle Battle, Puzzle Rush. So I tried Puzzle Rush.
Right.
I got to, I think, like 13, 14 level or something. I don't know if that's good, but yeah, I discovered it. It was cool.
Yeah. So, in fact, it's important to understand that you need to practice more than you play. And this is like on and off. You'll have some practice time, then you'll have some time where it's kind of flipped, where you're playing a lot and then less practicing. So we need a healthy balance of both, to be honest. But with what we're starting with is Puzzle Rush. I want you to do 5 of these every day at least, right? So this is the goal with Puzzle Rush. You want to do 5 a day with 5-minute Puzzle Rush. So that's like number 1, and that's a minimum. So if you got more time, extra credit pays. So you do a whole hour, listen, and here's the goal, right? Your goal right now, you already have 15 is your high. So you did this yesterday. We're going to do a real-time, maybe not puzzle, or we can do probably a real-time Puzzle Rush where you'll share your screen, and then we'll do a puzzle battle against each other as well. So that'd be fun just to show you kind of some puzzle battle, how that works. But your goal
me versus you for a puzzle battle?
Absolutely, for the stream. What's up, Clueless came in. Hello, Louisa. What's up, girl? So it's what we're doing here is we're gonna play puzzle battle as well. But I want you to think about this, right? Let's do some quick math. You do 5 puzzle rushes a day, and your students aren't doing, or your people you're playing against aren't doing this, right? So 9 times out of 10 they're not. But you imagine you do 20. This is our goal, and then you obviously reach. When you hit the goal, you go higher. So as soon as you reach 20 in Puzzle Rush 5-minute, up it to 25. And then hit up to 30 and keep going from there. But 20 is the first goal. So 5 times 20 is what?
100.
So you've done 100 puzzles in effectively 25 minutes. So think about this in your regular puzzles. You don't actually do a lot. Like you're not doing 100 puzzles. And not in a day. I mean, you can, but that's more exhausting. You're taking more time. And it's important to do the Puzzle Rush one because you're timed. It's making you think. It's putting you under pressure, which is what your games do as well. So the second thing here is look at all of your games as puzzles. Before we even start getting into the board, it's just like all the psych stuff. We do all this puzzle work, but then a lot of times it doesn't translate into your game. You're like, oh, I'm doing good on puzzles, but then I play and I don't know what I'm doing, right? And that's a combination of a lot of things, like learning how to actually grow and like understanding principles, trying to follow the principles, wanting to stray away from the principles of chess and stuff like that. Certain openings, which again, if you like openings, only 10%, bro. 10% of your chess is around your openings. The rest
that's
is gonna
crazy. I thought it was so important to have like a solid opening. I mean, I guess it is still, but it's not as much as you'd think.
Not as much as you think, especially at your level too as well. So you need like 10-15% max on your level, to say the least. So all right, we're gonna get into it, bro. Oh, with Puzzle Rush too as well. Last thing here is you want to be. This is like a system that I teach a lot of students and people know about this system is CCTs And CCT is the acronym, and it's always in order. It's checks, captures, threats, right? So this is what you're looking for every single move if you can. Now the time control for PogChamps, you know what it is? You know the time control and stuff?
Yeah, 10-5, so 10 minutes personal time and then 5 seconds back for every move I make.
Correct. So you have some time to think. You have a little bit of time to think, which is good. And it's important to be looking for checks, captures, threats while you're doing that. So when it's on your time, you know, and a real time example, which in fact we're gonna hop into this classroom real quick. I'm going to invite you, and we'll just keep talking. So we're in classroom, and copy username here. Sambucha low. I was like, what is it? Then I realized, oh, it's low. All right, so let me know if you get this notification.
Let's see. Yep. Okay. Should be in now.
Okay.
This is cool.
Yeah, this is cool. This is called Classroom. So let me know if you can see my arrows.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so let me make sure you have like full control as well. I give you that. Okay, that's fine. All right, so maybe I can say play both. Play both. Black and white. Okay, perfect. All right. Let's do this. So what else is looking at is checks, captures, threats. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, let's give me your white and black openings. You need 1 for white and 2 for black. We just need something simple. You know, whatever you're playing, we're just going to either critique a small thing. It could be good. It could be really bad. But generally, you know, this is like 10, 15%. So we're going to get over this quickly. But what are you playing with white and black?
So I'll usually go.
You can move
pawn
pieces.
E4.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
And then I'll probably bring out my knight.
Okay.
Go F3. And then I guess at this point, see, like I either am going to bring out another pawn, so maybe push, keep it even. So like I was looking at like the Scotch opening is one that like I think's interesting. So sometimes I'll you know, gambit this pawn and see if they fall for it, and then maybe bring out bishop and like, you know, do that whole
Scotch
thing.
Gambino. Yeah, that's what I got on YouTube. I got a YouTube video. One of my biggest YouTube videos is on this opening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your default opening? Like, what's your favorite opening that you like?
I'm not gonna lie, my favorite is the Jobava London because I got a course on it. I got 2, in fact. Like this, which is this here. It's just no matter what black does generally. Are you looking at it from white's point of view?
Yeah.
Okay, you can also flip the board too. It's in the case of when we need to look at it from black. But you know, no matter what black generally does, I'm going here and I'm going here. Now, it's aggressive, and you have to know the plans and ideas. So it's tougher, I think, for you right now. So I would continue to play what you're already playing and used to, which of course is E4. E4 is easy. Basically, you're going to follow up with these general moves. Your knight F3. D4, put the bishop somewhere. And this is just, I'm speaking principles. I'm like, you can play a game of chess without even playing a certain line of the opening. Like, remember, it's like 10%. So you can get away with even playing weird stuff like this, move 1. And then what I tell people is when you're understanding chess 101, like one of the big things to understand is all openings are the same. Like I say this a lot when I'm talking to students, because I want to get it in their head. Like, you don't need to be going so hard on these openings because that's what everybody likes. That's what some of the biggest YouTube videos are on, openings, right? So it's good to understand that all openings are exactly the same. How, right? They are the same, and they're also different, but they're the same because they follow the same rules. So think about this. They all, in fact, Dr. Dave is saying it in the chat. Develop, castle, and push for the center. And like develop, castle, and then plan. That's really it. Develop, castle, plan. In that order, always. And develop is like always get the guys off the bench. So I say, you know, if you don't have anything to do, then be looking to improve your position. What does improve equal? Improve equals move a piece or a pawn to a better square than what is currently on. So if you don't have anything to do, which a lot of times most people are like, I don't know what to do in this position. Well, look to improve. What does improve mean? Improve means to usually move a pawn, piece or a pawn to a better square than what is currently on. So you can get away with playing anything generally, not just, you know, garbage. Even this, like, you can play this weird stuff. I don't recommend it. Not for PogChamps, but if you follow the same thing, develop your pieces. So I'll just even, you know, show you how that would look. Develop your pieces. So I get a bishop out now. I'll go E3. I'm just developing. Knight F3, get another piece out. And then develop. And you see, I'm just moving. I haven't done anything yet. I'm just getting the guys off the bench to get castle quickly. Then I start to think, basically. from there. It's always like that. Even another example, I'll show you just weird stuff like E3. Weird move, definitely. Okay, B3. Maybe not even. I'll go knight F3. And then this is actually attacking here. Checks, captures, threats. I'm attacking his pawn. He should defend it. Cool. Okay, cool. You know what? I'll play bishop B5. Bishop C5. I'm just going to castle here. A6. Who cares? I'm just backing up. Like, this is no real theory. What I want is I want to get a game. I want to take you out of theory as well. I'm going to develop my pieces. Maybe B3 now. Put my bishop on B2. I definitely like black a little bit better because they have a more central control. But this is an equal game from a human standpoint. There's so much play in this game still, and I'm only developing pieces. Now, what I recommend, though, is, follow the principles. So you later on or learn openings or look at, model games and stuff like that that are breaking the rules and how they're doing it so you can emulate it. But generally, I would recommend play things that are fundamentally sound and good when this is how you should start, which is usually putting a pawn in the center of the board. And as you already know, center is very important, and lots of things go down in the center. So E4 is a great starting move. What if they go E6? What do you do?
If I see that, I'm just feeling like there's vulnerability, and I could probably attack center even more because they're kind of like perhaps giving me a bit. Not to say that I would like, I don't know, maybe I would probably go bishop out here. Start to put like some pressure more towards like center board. This is just like if I was playing.
Did you draw arrow? I couldn't see nothing.
Oh, arrow. Okay.
Or yeah, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, bishop here. Okay, so that's fine. And what I want you to do is I want you to think systematically, and that's what I love to do with students is have them thinking systematically. So center, develop, and that's it. Center, develop, castle, plan. Center, develop, castle, plan. So you play bishop c4, which was good. The problem what I don't like about it is he can go d5, which kind of hits you. So now this is annoying. Okay, cool. I take, and then you got to move the bishop again. So he's kicking you around. What's the better move is if they allow you to get both here because you get to center. So you get both of these. Then you want to maybe follow up with both of these. And you just give yourself opportunities and chances to have a better game when you put your pieces on better squares. That's what it's about. So imagine here, tell me, in fact, this is what they say. You ever heard the term knight on the rim is what? You ever heard that one?
Knights on the edge, I know. It's like garbage, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, knights on the rim are dim or grim is what they'll say. So, from this edge of the board, you got 4 squares. So if you want to put it optimally, you put it closer to the center, which now we have 8 squares. If you count them out.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's just 4 more squares from putting it, 2 squares over, which is a better square. Same thing with the bishops. Like, you want to get these open, so push the pawns up. Obviously, develop castle, then think about plans, and usually plans are around check, captures, threats, always asking what are they doing. These are questions to be really asking like all the time, and etc. So okay, so e4 we looked at e6. With e5 you got Scotch and Scotch Gambit, which is cool. That's fine. What about is there anything else really? Let's go c5 and c6. Let's just take a look at these real quick. Cecilia, I don't expect them to play it, but if they do, like you do want to have something. So what do you play?
I mean, tell me if this is too much too early, but I'd probably like bait him to take this pawn and then capture with queens, and I have him outgoing.
This is called a Smith-Morra, but the idea here is actually gambiting another pawn, and a gambit is equal to rapid development. So if you ever give up or gambit a pawn, it's generally for rapid development. So that means if I go c3 and then pawn takes and then knight takes, you should be developing the rest of your pieces a lot. But I don't recommend you play this because this is just extra work that you don't want to do. Remember, our main thing is lots of puzzles, getting our pattern recognition down. And like playing principal chess and tactics will be around that. So I recommend playing a c3 here. This is a c3 Sicilian, where the idea here is to actually just play d4. I want the center. So like if you look at everything, e4, e6, d4. Okay? E4, E5.
Wait, can you just back up to the logic of going C3?
Absolutely.
If you do the Sicilian, so what is like the anticipation of what they're trying to develop here? Because I don't know what the Sicilian is, like what the opening looks like, but what are they trying to do here?
Black actually is trying to. So what I learned a long time ago from a strong player, actually Roman Genji Hashvili, shout out to him, but I always say Roman DZ slap the keyboard. If you actually do that and put chess in Google, it actually comes up as like, did you mean Roman Genji Hashvili? Because you can't actually like spell his last name. But he told me a long time ago, he had a book, Chess Openings for White and Black Explained, Now remember, he talked about the value of pawns. So the reason for this C3 move is because you have to think of pawns as $1. This is what he explained. Pawns in the center are $1. These and the rest are 10 cents less, respectively. So that means how much is this pawn? If
So that'd be 90 cents.
And this is what?
80
What
and
is
70.
this one? What is this one?
That's 80 as well.
What is this one?
Which one you on right now?
You see?
Oh yeah, that's 70 cents.
Correct. So if I do this, is this a good exchange?
No.
Generally. Now, of course, you can. There's so much theory around this move, but you can actually play C3 because why? I want to have extra $2 in the center rather than having, $1 in the center versus 2. So the C3.
I've never heard that. That's cool.
Yeah, okay. I've learned this a long time ago. I was like, dog, this man broke it down like it was so crazy. Shout out to Roman. But C3 was the move I recommend, and I got so much success with this. And then you just go D4 next, which is the go. Now, if they go knight of 6, and there's a lot to chess. There's so many rules. One thing I like to say is the best defense is offense. I think if we could take away some of the big takeaways, there's lots of puzzles, 5 to an hour of puzzle rushes a day or 5 a day with a goal of 20-25. Also be asking what are they doing every move, checks, captures, threats. And the last thing, if I had to give one more, would be the best defense is offense. So if this is being attacked, you should first think is can I attack something of equal or greater value? So that's like best defense is offense. If you can't find anything, so that best move is actually just attacking the knight. But you also could do something like D3. And you do this, okay, then black can respond. But you generally want them reacting to you as opposed to the other way around. You're either, I always like to say this, either you're making a threat or you're setting up to make a threat, right? So even, you make a threat or you set up to make a threat. So here it is, make a threat. This is another move, make a threat, and I developed. Now he's attacking my bishop. I should probably move it away. B3, he goes E6, knight F3. I'm just developing. I'm not even thinking. I'm just doing principles. Center, castle, king, pieces out, then checks, captures, threats, look for plans all the time. So now this is very surface level stuff because we don't want to go super deep at all. What we want to do is principles, right? We want to put our pawns in the center, develop our pieces, get our king very safe, king side or queen side, generally speaking. So E4 is a great choice for you. If E5, obviously we're going knight F3. If E6, remember we're going D4. If they give us the center, we take the center. So if C5, we go C3 to put a pawn on D4. Now, if C6, what should you play?
Probably that.
Exactly. Take the center if they give it to you. Very good.
Okay.
So now, all right, we can just stop from there and flip the board and look at it from black's point of view. So what are you playing against E4?
Probably, I'm usually matching.
Very nice.
And then I'll probably protect there.
Okay.
And then from here, I think I'd also probably still mirror.
Ooh, that is wrong. You should and that's just good. This is practice, right?
Yeah.
This is practice. This is 100% garbage. Don't ever do this again in your life. Ever.
Okay.
Okay, so what this move here is, like, you want to think okay, you know what? It develops. I like that it developed, but it doesn't literally do anything at all, right? So it just it's also a target. So I can get hit immediately, meaning I got to be kicked. And remember, you should be making threats or setting up to make threats, not the other way around. You don't want to just give them free space. So, what I'll do is play, if you want to move it, you can go bishop c5, you can go knight f6, you can go d6. But I like the fact that you move the bishop. You just don't want to mirror all the time, too, as well. In fact, one thing about chess is how you win games is through what they call imbalances. So imbalance means, it's not symmetrical, basically. What you can have lots of draws or boring positions is if they repeat. So if we do all the same moves, d3, d6, okay, nice. Like it's all the same. It's all the same. It's just boring. You're not really playing for anything, really. But if you imbalance it, even something as small as going bishop d7 has created an imbalance in the game because this bishop's differently placed in this one. So if we go back to this, knight f6 or knight c6. Actually, in fact, what do you play on d4? You always have to know that whatever you play, they can play on you. So if you're playing this is a good opening for black as well. I'm a fan of e5, c5, as well. But what are you going to play here?
Maybe then here, I'd probably go there.
Okay, bishop d6. Listen, this is not great, but I am a fan that you defended the pawn. You didn't just hang it, right? This is good.
Yeah.
So, and of course, your pattern recognition will grow as much as we do puzzles too as well. So bishop d6 is fine. The best move is actually just taking it, right? You just trade because you don't want the space to happen. And after knight takes, then you have a bunch of moves you could go. It's really up to you. Queen f6, but let's look at the move options here. Are all developing moves. Knight f6, bishop c5. I've seen bishop d6, bishop b4 check is one, queen f6, and queen h4. These are all moves, but it's all piece moves, not generally pawn moves. This is not the greatest. If knight takes and queen takes, and yeah, they queen out early is not the greatest, but there's a rule to that, and there's always rules that are meant to be broken in a way. But you don't bring your queen out early, unless she cannot be attacked quickly. Usually, when the queen's out like this, you would go here. But there's nothing there. So in fact, and let's look at this in reverse. You play this as white. So if we play the same thing, d4. Pawn takes. You can also go bishop c4, is what you've done, Scotch Gambit, which is nice. But also knight takes is called the Scotch, and our goal here is to actually get into habit of castling queenside. Just show you how that looks. d6, knight c3, knight f6, bishop f4, bishop e7, and I'm getting castle. Castle, and I'm going to try and push and work this side of the board over here. On the queen side, because opposite side castles, whoever gets to the king first, generally is going to win the game. You just have a very clear plan of king versus king. Whoever gets here via, checkmating attack wins the game. All right. So we looked at that with e4. You're playing e5, which is good. This is a good system. e5 is very good to play with black. You get some of the same aspects of white, but remember it's around knight c6. Develop your pieces the same as well. Get castle quickly. It's the same thing. You're just down the tempo, obviously. Okay. What about d4?
Okay, so if it starts there.
Yep. Nice. And we'll c4. Standard. It's Gambit. Okay, that's good to see. And this is a great lesson. Because think about how much is this pawn again?
So that pawn is 90 cents.
So when you c4 happened, and you went here, what should white do?
So white should then take.
Correct. And you're left.
And
then after knight takes, which was your plan, now you're getting kicked around. You're already uncomfortable. Already uncomfortable. So what should you do instead?
So here I should probably then just take, right?
That is possible. There's also another move. What else can you do? There's two other moves generally that are played here. Let's see if you can find them. Taking is one.
I'd probably do that and then threaten to take.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That's the one that Hikaru actually just played that recently. But this is I don't recommend that one. Stay far away from that one. Stay far away from that one.
Would it be that then?
Wow, stay far away from that one too.
Really?
You have an aggressive. Like this man you see this chat, he's just throwing stuff out here. Like, wow. Now I would say if you're hitting 30 in Puzzle Rush, if you hit 30 in Puzzle Rush before you actually go to PogChamps and play, if you hit 30 in Puzzle Rush, you can play any of these moves. Any of them.
Okay.
But until then, I want you to actually play the most solid stuff that gives you the best chances. And it's not so crazy because it also is not a lot of time too as well. You're playing with 10 minutes. You got a little bit of increment. So you want to give you something that when you have to think, it could be mostly inside of your it could be mostly inside of the tactical positions and et cetera, more mostly middle game and end game. But so you have, these are all moves as well, but you got to kind of know what you're doing, especially after e5 takes. The best move is actually d4 next. You have to go d4. Then you got to play like knight c6, and this is a gambit. You play bishop f4, and you play like this. But and c5 is a little bit different too as well. So the moves here are e6 and c6. Very simple. Very simple. So now takes. At least have a pawn in the center. That's fine. This is fine. You also have c6 as well, which is another move. So takes. It kind of mirrors them. This knight goes here. This knight goes here. This bishop goes out maybe like this. This bishop could go either here like this, or you could go bishop e7 or d6 and get castle. Principles over everything in a way. We have COE over here, calculation over everything. But it's COE, POE as well. Like understanding that it's good to develop your pieces and play a good chess, obviously by following fundamentals and developing. Okay, so I think that's it. D4, D5. All right, let's play around a little bit here before we do some puzzles and look at some of your games. So you play white, I'll play black.
Okay. How do I flip the board? Oh, I just did it. Okay.
Okay, got it.
All right.
Is Sam streaming? No, Sam is not streaming.
What do we? I don't want to get kicked around, but
what I want you to do is think about your whole mindset, like how to lock in. Is think about your plan. What's your plan? Every game is principles. Develop, castle, then plans. Develop, castle, then plans.
So I don't want to trade too early and just get into a trading war, right?
And that will kill the game. If you want to play, it will. But you can trade. There's nothing wrong with trades. It just does
another
kill the
one.
Game. What's up, Marvel? The 67. Thanks for the prime. It just kills the game, very quickly.
Because where my mind wants to go, and it's probably because I'm like I only play bullet, is just like bam, and then just go like usually
nice.
they'll respond here, and then I'll go here, then they go here, then I'm just like here we go.
Boom. Perfect. And now you're gonna end up casting queenside, and playing aggressive like that plan we looked at before. Like this.
So is that okay? If
that's totally fine.
In this position?
But the problem here is you should have did it in one move as opposed to two, right? You took two moves. That's a time waster. You played D3, then D4 the very next move. So just play in one move. So after knight at D6, you can play it right now. D4. Pawn takes. Now it gives you an extra move. After knight here, knight takes. You actually have an extra move because remember your queen was here. So now you can play something else. Like bishop E2. Bishop C4 is a move. Bishop F4 is one. I actually like this one. And then after bishop F4, knight takes, queen takes. I played this so many times. Knight goes C3. I get castle queenside, and I go for checkmate. Very fast by, because his king generally castles over here. So I already have the target of pushing everything like this and going for checkmate in that sense. So, okay. Perfect.
So if I bring my queen out, I generally want to castle queenside.
It depends on the position, but have it on the radar. Like, there's not a set rule, right? But have it on the radar. But you do want to understand that if you do castle queenside, it's more of an aggressive nature. Like the rest of the game, you have a clear plan, especially if you castle on opposite sides of the board. So if we look at this, we castle on opposite sides. So this is a race. So you already have a plan. And it depends on, you could always go for this plan of castling queenside, but you have to be careful of, imagine if black already had this. This probably, for instance, let me show you a real-time example, would be like, let's go castle C6. I'm just going to move this king back. So now, and imagine that, you just castled right now. So actually, let's make a move. Then you castled right, I play A5 and then you castle. So after castling here, I already have an attack. Like I didn't even castle, I don't even need to. I could go A4, B4, and if you look at it from white's point of view, you already can feel that the pressure is coming. So like, let's go here. Like push, I'm going B4. I'm going to really blow this open as quickly as I possibly can by doing all of this type of stuff. Because I have a plan. I know where your king is, right? So it's not like that when you castle on same side. So let's look at castle same side. Well, now the same attack doesn't do the same because this is what you're using to save or to help help your king be safe, right? You generally don't want to. You could push one or two, but generally you want to stay away from pushing them up so much unless you have pieces to replace the space that you left behind with these pawns. So if I push these pawns up like this, I at least need to have this rook ready to go to hover behind the pawns to help expand on this side of the board. So this is something to understand from that. Okay, all right. Let's look at black now. I'm going to play white, and then we need to get into some puzzles and analyze like one or two games. Go. Okay, trades aren't bad here. What I don't like, especially with Basudas, is I always tell them, you generally touch the F-pawn into your castle. Here's the reason is that this is the soft point. at the beginning of the game. So after I take and take, the F file is kind of open. I can't exploit it right now, but not to say that that won't happen in some of your games, right? So this is annoying. That would be great if your king was already castled. Oh man, this would be awesome because you got an open F file that you can probably use. You can play D5 at some point, have some nice central control. But right now, it's just a weak point. Like I can't get to it now. Like maybe I could try this. My goal is to go knight here next. I couldn't do it on the last move because queen takes and there's no defense. So I go d4 now, which is attacking this pawn. You take it, and I might even gambit it. Knight g5. Now I'm hitting this. f7 is a little weak. I'm making you think now, and it's easy for you to make mistakes now because this is now a weak pawn. Maybe queen e7 to defend. Maybe either or. Queen d7. I'll go queen g4. Maybe throw in the check first. Make some weaknesses. Then queen g4. Hits the pawn. Super annoying. You're like moving these pawns here. So better moves would be, and here's like one thing to remember is you generally should develop knights before bishops. Not to say that you always is like that. For instance, there's an opening called the bishop's opening where they do like this first. Maybe they want to keep the knight flexible with this or this. But knights are generally what you should be developing first. Knights before bishops, or you could do it like knight, bishop, bishop, knight, whatever. So in this case, if we go back to what you played here, bishop here. So I'm not really targeting this yet. So I still need to develop knight c6, get a piece out, maybe d3 could happen. I could go bishop e7 or even h6 because you want to kind of watch out for this knight g5 thing. Super annoying. Bishop e7 to stop this. Okay, and then he gets castle. What should you do? Same thing. Knight f6.
And then castle for my next move.
And get castle. Get castle quickly. Get out the way. Right, and then you just next development. Now you could go here. Like say I go here, you do the same. Cool. So now look at the difference at this here. Look at the difference now with your king being on a better square, and your rook is now be activated via the f file in some type of ways, like knight h5 to f4. Sometimes you even see h6, g5, g4 stuff like this. It's very aggressive. But the f file is open, so you can use it, and you also can push d5 at some point and look for d4 too as well. So very possible to do this type of stuff. But remember, it's just about the bases. If we look at this, every move I'm developing something almost. Like I played d6. You played d6 here. Cool, I get the bishop out. Block this one in, but that's fine. Generally, that's how it works. You can't really get them both active unless you are playing white, because white gets the way to the first move. So, what do I do? Bishop c4, and then we went knight c6. I developed a piece. Develop a piece. Get another piece out. Castle. Develop another piece. And then generally, when you get this queen off the back rank, you have developed all of your pieces. Now you need to swing this guy in the game. And this is like how you play chess as a team game. That's what I tell students all the time. Chess is like a team game. Like I work with, some of the athletes too. Shout out to the athletes, my athlete coach, students, that I've worked with as well. So, yeah, they understand very well about the teamwork thing. So they just develop quickly and get pieces off the back rank and etc. So, all right, with all that being said, there's a lot to work through. So now let's look at a few of your games, bro. I'm about to pull up a game of yours. Let's see what you got, Chad. We about to look at his games. Chad.
Oh no.
Here we go. We about to put him on the spotlight. So I see you're playing a lot of bullet. So I recommend play before you get to bullet. I always say, again, with students, I tell them you should be, this is bullet is dessert, right? So every night we play 30-second chess on stream. But, before I played 30-second chess today, I looked at some openings. I looked at some model games. I looked at nearest tournaments. I looked at some files on chess, calculating, did some tactics. And then by the time I get to the stream, I can play some 30-second chess. Like I always say, don't have the dessert before dinner, right? Now you can. It's cool. And it tastes great, but it's the other way around. So you should be playing slower and work your way down. So play 2 or 3 games of each time control. So I tell a lot of students, 2 to 3 of rapid, 2 to 3 blitz, and then 2 to 3. And actually, you should be training in the time control you're playing right now. So if it's 10-5, I would play 2 or 3, 10-5 games, or 10-3. I think it's 10, whatever, 10-3 or 10-5. But I would play 2 or 3 every day up until the tournament of those. And then when you're done, I would go and actually play, 2 or 3, 5, and then 2 to 3. And then the rest of the day, you can play bullet, But in order of how you should be training is your puzzles first. Puzzle rush, get that in, get those 5, 10, and that's the warm up. Like I always say, pro athletes warm up all the time. What do? Well, they've hundreds of thousands of shots before they got to the NBA, and they still warming up doing the same things, right? So chess is the same way with that. You need to be warmed up. So it's good to do a lot of these puzzles. And then after puzzles, you go play, not the other way around. You warming up while you're playing is a bad day. It can be rough. So let's pull up a few of these. See what you got. The slower ones. Looks like, okay, this is a win, chat. They say expose him, expose him. Okay, he won this one. So I highly recommend you use game review too as well. I don't know if you use that. Game review
Okay.
is nice to, it just tells you about your game, obviously. But don't be too hard on yourself. Spend like 5-6 minutes each game looking at it with game review, because the engine is so good that it will say the most ridiculous moves in your games. So lots of times you just say quiet, like I don't care, but you're just looking for a few things that you can get better at. All right, let me find add games. There we go. Paste, and here we go. So this was a game you played when? I'm about to check right now. You played this game on the 31st. Okay, so a few days ago. Oh man, you ain't play. You do play. Why does this one say March 4? This is like a bot game. Okay. Yeah, we got to get some games up, bro. You need more games.
Yeah, I haven't really played much.
I see. I'm looking like this is like a month apart with this bullet game. So it's time to work, time to lock in. You got a few weeks or so, a week or so, something like that. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. Let me find that game.
I've just been in the puzzles recently.
That's good. That's very good. So now you'll have your puzzles first, and then after puzzles, you just play. That's it. But as long as you do puzzles, knock out 100, 150 before you go play, you are sharp. Imagine doing 100, 150 every day for the next 2 weeks. You're going to be vicious, right? Because most people aren't doing that. They just aren't. They'll do 100 in a week, stuff like that. But this is why Puzzle Rest does that for you. So, okay, you play E3 here. Nice, not a problem. Remember, you can play anything as long as you. Queen E2, Chad. Oh my goodness, what is he doing? Okay. he don't know what he's doing either. So Queen E2 here. The problem with this move, first off, tell me, what are you doing? Do you remember?
I think I just wanted to get my queen active, so I was just like, let's do something.
Okay.
And maybe like scare him a little bit, given like the time constraint. So sometimes like I'll do like unconventional things during like bullet. Was this a bullet game?
No, this is a 3-minute game.
Oh, this is a 3-minute game. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, that's a terrible plan. Like, don't do that one ever again. No. Think about this. When you're moving, move in piece order. So now, when I say move in piece order, how would you move your pieces now?
So now I would probably want to
piece order.
Maybe go. I'm trying to think. So
you
since
knight first,
I'd probably bring bishop out.
Which one?
This guy. Oh, I don't know if you can see me grabbing, but
oh no, you can pull. You can move them.
Okay, potentially this.
Okay,
because I'm white side.
Not bad at all. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna back up. Keep moving in piece order.
Okay. See, I get. Is it bad to castle this early? Like
not at all.
A weak side of development and stuff. Does that go? I'd probably do that next.
Not at all. Okay. Piece order.
Okay. So maybe start like really taking advantage of like the D4, trying to put like a lot of pressure there and make that my line of attack.
Not bad. Got a little triangle set up here. Okay, and with his bishop, I need to get these pieces out.
Okay, so you move bishop. See, like my mind wants to get aggro now and start bringing him here, but I wouldn't do that right now.
And usually think about it. I always say, don't be LeBron with one piece. That's why I be telling. I always tell students that, like, yo, stop being LeBron with like one piece, bro. Like they'll move the same piece 6 or 7 times. Like, but just cool. You can do that once the team is ready, not when that one piece is ready, right? So think of chess as a team game. So you need. I mean, this is a cool move, and it's supported by one. But once the attack is gone, let's even look at that. 95. Okay, takes. And this is actually pretty good on this position. Then I have to move away. Oh, I could go knight g4 actually and attack this pawn. Now you got to think about how to defend this, which you can, which is f4, right? Mm-hmm. But it's not the greatest because you still got guys here like, bro, he don't never pass the ball, right? Like that's exactly how they're talking right now. Like he don't never pass the ball, bro. So like you have to get more pieces out. So it would be moves like, this bishop is a brick right now. So probably b3. What is this for? Put the bishop here. Because eventually I'm going to play c4, right? So let's go bishop e7. Okay, knight d2 first. Look how I'm just naturally getting my pieces. Now, okay, maybe even queen here. And you see, when we moved in piece order, we moved the queen last, right? Move the queen last, queen e2. Now, this is not always the same. Sometimes you got to move the queen out early sometimes they might do something crazy like this, like even bishop. Let's say we went here, and then he do this, and you like, bro, what? You just
I
take
just
it. You
take,
just
right?
take it
Yeah.
right now. Your queen's out early. He went knight f6 to attack your queen. Definitely move your queen. You know, I just go back to the house and then go back to like nothing happened. I just stole a piece. I'm gonna get my queen back. I'm gonna move in piece order and then get the queen back out early. Because if we leave her out, she can be vulnerable to like annoying attacks because is out still early. But generally, she comes out later.
Okay.
All right, so let's look at this game. You played queen e2 there. Bishop d2, nice development. Queen b5, okay. All right, you are kind of hitting the pawn. Took the pawn, rook b8, got out the way. Check, and that is going to hurt. And he didn't find it. Wow.
Oh, jeez, I missed it.
Yeah, that's going to hurt here. So it's good to understand, you know, when you look at checks, captures, threats, you always got to be looking at the whole board here. And when you're in check, they teach this on Chess Kid. Shout out to the kids over there. Got a lot of prodigy kids I've worked with, but with the Chess Kid thing here, they would say when you're in check, perform CPR on the king. What does that mean? That means always, like CCT is checks, captures, threats. CPR stands for capture, protect, or run. So in order, can you capture the piece checking you? Yes. Can I protect though? I can, meaning block. And if I can't do that, then I run away. Sometimes this is good in order because sometimes people will just move the king away without can I capture or can I protect, which is important. He missed it though. And then you saw it. You saw that your queen was hanging and you got off the hook there. Okay. And look how many times you've moved your queen, right? Again, you know, using you're being LeBron with one piece, right? So you want to get the pieces out, and obviously your queen got in some danger because you moved it a bunch of times. Takes, that's good. Check. Nice. Trade when you're up, not when you're down. That's a very good rule to understand. When you're up, material, it's very basic knowledge, right? When you're up, you should trade. When you're down, you should do less trades. So it's easy to imagine, like when you go look at this now, if we count the pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all trades will help you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have an extra one. So if you trade the rest of the pieces off, knight for knight, queen for queen, any possible trade that's there is going to give you a better chance to win the game, being up material. So you took here. You are playing with fire right now. Let's see. He didn't do it. Okay. The reason why I say this is your king is in the center. This check is hard to play, but very possible. In fact, even right now, like this is just crazy. Check here and like queen takes. This is wild. Am I getting mated? I don't know. This is white's still better, I think, even with this. But let's go back. So looking at this, yeah, okay, so you move the queen around, you should get this king safe. Right now we know this, remember it's development. You know, you can do all this stuff, get your king safe because you can get mated being in the center of the board. Same with his king too. Takes, he took, you took back, check, and he did. He got mated, chat. Clap it up for him, chat. It's about to be loud. I'm about to play the air horn for the chat. It's about to be loud. I'm warning you now because I turned up the volume, but there you go. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Hey, he got the mate. You know what I'm saying? I always say it doesn't matter how you get it. It matters if you got it done. And you got it done here, right? So, but, you know, a few things is obviously don't move the queen so many times, right? Queen, you went queen e2. You went, like, look at the route your queen went, right? Look at this.
Yeah, that's gross.
So many moves with the queen, and you got so many other pieces. Another thing is if we fast forward, we have problems with development. Like, remember, you I mean, if you think about this, you use 3 pieces the whole game. Like, and you have way more, like you use a bishop, a knight, and a queen. And okay, this one got out. Maybe if you want to count him, you know, 3.5. But you use 3 pieces the whole game. So, you know, stay away from this, far away from this. You are going to win, you know, a lot of games against people you're rating, but you're also going to win more games and people higher rated when you start developing your pieces, castle quickly, checks, captures, threats. Develop a piece, no matter what's going on, develop pieces, get the team out, castle the king, and then look for attacks and stuff like that. So now you got some work to do, bro. You got some homework, which is going to be puzzles. You're going to puzzle rush 5 times a day. We're actually going to watch you do a puzzle rush live here. So I'm actually going to make your screen a little bit bigger. You can share your screen and go over to Puzzle Rush, and we're gonna watch him live chat. And then we're gonna play a puzzle battle and then get out of here. Let me know.
Well, I'll share screen.
Yep, and then go over to puzzle battle.
Okay.
This is looking good on my side. Okay.
Cool. All right. Let me know if you could see screen.
I can. I'm gonna make it bigger on my end. Okay, we're gonna do it like this, chat. So I'll just be behind him, guys. So maybe I could do it like this. Can I put myself? Yeah, we can see you though. We're good. So,
Okay.
all right, guys.
So I'm just gonna lock in for 5 minutes and
That's
just
it.
go
Just
at
lock
it.
in. And what I want you to focus on is more checks, captures, threats. That's it. Keep, every move. Is there a check? Is there a capture? Is there a threat? That's it. It's very subtle, very quick, as quick as you can. And only focus on that. That's what this tool helps you do, is really focus on that and the pattern and answering the question. Ask the question, answer the question. Ask the question, answer the question. All right.
Should I commentate it to know where my head's at? We're gonna look at
Yeah, you can do that.
afterwards?
That's up to you. You can sometimes people like to lock in a little bit more by being quiet or silent or whatever. Or you could just, talk to yourself through it, verbally do checks, captures. It's really up to you, but we sitting here watching. I'm actually going to mute myself here so you can't hear me. I'm just going to talk to chat so I can let you lock in there and do your thing. All right. All right, big dog. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, chat. I am muted. He can't hear me.
To move.
So, all right, chat. What you think he?
Easy.
I think he gonna get a smooth.
That's easy.
Bye. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
White to move.
No,
I'm going right up.
I think he.
Right?
No 15 is his high, so I think he'll probably get like
white to move again. I think this is 2 cake.
I'm gonna say 17.
2 cake here.
17. Hopefully he does 20.
Hey,
what's up, James McMilner?
White to move, so I can't move him. I could probably just go and take this, right? Good.
Nice.
Okay, black to move. Now I have protection here with the horsey. Good.
Oh, this look like a 20 ball.
Can I move? I got good protection here. He can't go anywhere. But do I go there? My mind wants to go here. It's probably wrong.
There you go.
That's right. Good. And then, bam.
There it is. Yes, sir. He looking promising, ain't he? Kind of. We looking.
I want to bring him out for check.
He out here looking promising.
And then,
this is gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Let's see if we can find it. Check captures threats. It's Queen H2, chat. You gotta take the knight.
See, this is like I gotta think a little bit.
You gotta take the knight. Queen. It checks captures threats.
Probably would.
What up, Stellar? Thanks for the raid, man. We got Sambucha doing puzzle. Oh, he found it. Queen H9. Let's go.
Okay, good. That's great. I was kind of nervous on that one.
But I mean, he's still a 7.
I guess
7. I ain't even gonna lie. Kind of weird. He looking
nice
put him right now,
That's
ain't
a
he?
free pawn, and I have no coverage there. Should I don't want to take this.
He don't see the bishop on B8. Or does he?
Do I?
Come on,
no,
bro.
I don't.
Come on, you can do it. Breathe through it, big fella.
Duh.
There it is.
Okay.
Caught him. Come on, young king. Talk to him. Nice.
Here, I'm going to go.
Oh, yeah, this one. Wait.
Oh, this is kind of crazy, but I'd probably like tank this.
My
and then I'd go maybe right here.
Is he looking like
protected?
Yo, listen, bro.
Good.
Yo, what?
Maybe.
Yo, what? He cooking.
He's in a bad position. I think just here because I have coverage from the knight, but then he could take the knight and move out. So maybe I go.
Oh, he probably gonna get this one wrong.
I don't know where I would go here, honestly.
Maybe
I'd see. I feel like can't go there. Where things fall apart. Maybe I just check him here, put some pressure on him.
Breathe.
Now let's do this. See? I don't know how that's going, but okay. Here I'm probably just going. See, my mind wants to trade here so badly, but I know that's not right. So I'll go here.
Very
Good.
nice.
Okay, I found it. Let's go. Is it here? No, it can't be there. Let's go there.
There it is. Okay,
I want to go. I'm protected here. Good.
Nice.
Let's go. Let's bring him. Oh, geez. Like to move. Don't want to trade him. I want to just sneak in there, you know? Let's go.
Come on, bro.
Time is killing me
That's
here.
right. He
so
definitely
not there.
Stuff he should climb easy. That's right.
This doesn't make much sense, but I could just finesse my way in, can I? Oh, good. Okay, it works. See, I didn't know if I had to like put him into like check or something. All right, let's just go. This is cake, right? Just right up.
That's right. Oh, he can't hear me. By
Bam,
the way. That kind
he
of
moves,
flowed nicely. But
and I put him in this position. He's done.
Oh my goodness, he
Okay,
cooking.
let's go.
Yo, young king, let him rook. Let him rook. Let him breathe. Let him rook.
This is
Don't
a fun
touch
one.
him.
Let's
Don't
do.
touch
What
him.
time I got?
Let him
32.
rook.
All right,
Let him
not
rook,
bad.
king. Let him rook.
I want to
Don't touch
go. He has too much pressure there.
him. Oh, this one's tough. Bishop
Can't do
takes and
anything
queen
here.
c3.
I feel like he's got to get active or something, but
Bishop takes.
put
and
him
queen
into check.
c3.
He's moving here. There's nothing to do, so I don't know. This one's kind of throwing me off. Maybe just take.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, now he's. I think now
What up,
we're in a
Seller?
good
What's
position.
good? We doing lesson
Maybe.
with Sambucha. He's doing the puzzle
Potentially
right
would want to, if I go here, what am I threatening him with?
now. Nothing at
This
all.
is tough.
Nothing at all. Don't do it. Don't do it. He
No.
did it. I told him don't do it. He did it. Yeah, there it is.
Then
Hope you're doing well, okay. I'm doing good, Stella. How are you, bro? So,
where do I want to go?
come on, big dog. There it is.
Oh, I should have just got him up there. Oh my gosh.
Let's go, man. We had some elite commentary going, bro. We was watching. We like,
I flubbed like that one in real time. I saw the flub. I should have obviously taken rook right there.
Yeah, no, you're still good. You found some stuff. We was like, oh, is he gonna see it? Oh, he saw it. Oh, he's cooking, right? Oh, let him rook, chat, let him rook. And so now, here, rook. Yeah, we always use that. So, here's the ideal. Here's the learning situation. Here's how you learn. So you will not learn. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, right? So it's good to understand. Let me actually make this you get I was gonna say something about stopping the share, but no, we want to show you right now, and the stream wants to see too as well. This is how you get better. Is when you get them wrong, you need to go see what they are. So you need to go resolve them, because if you don't do that, then when you see the same pattern in your game, you're going to lose, or you're going to miss the same thing. So it's important to actually double click it, and I think you have to share that tab too as well. I don't know if it pops up unless you're sharing the whole entire screen on.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Share this tab instead.
Right. So now on here, you're going to click the bottom right green button over there, and then this is going to resolve it. So then we go walk through what you did. You played Queen E8 check, and that didn't work. But you had it right the first time. You said, "Oh, he's going to take my knight in the corner."
And that's okay.
That's okay, because you have to keep calculating. It's hard.
Oh, and then
correct. It's easier said than done. Chess is hard like that, where like you have to try to calculate one move further always. So, if you would have saw that, then you would have saw the puzzle. So let's exit out of here. Then you go to the back to where you were, and I think you might have to share that one too. Yeah, you got to go back and forth with the share part, and then click the green thing, and resolve it. You played the first move correctly, which was bishop takes g7.
So bishop takes g7 was right.
Correct. Now, here's one thing that I forgot to tell you is checks.
Oh, I'm dumb again. I see it now.
You see it. It resets every move. So after you make a move, even a capture, the whole sequence of checks, captures, threats actually resets. So every move you have a fresh set, basically, because things could change. So that means you have to be looking at this position the same. Checks, captures, threats. Then after he moves, checks, captures, threats. Then after he moves, checks, captures, threats again. So of course it becomes a lot of calculation. What was that? There's like music playing. Is that you?
Not me.
I don't know where this music is playing from right now. It's hard though. It'd be hard. I ain't gonna lie, but where is this coming from? Oh,
here we go.
It's coming
Let's
from,
do a audio and visual check. Can you hear and see me okay, everybody?
I was like, I'm watching Top Step TV. Shout out to Top Step TV. That's trading, actually. I had it on for slow markets there, but I'm already out the market for today. I made money, so I'm good to go. So, shout out to Coast Dakota. They're on Top Step TV. I was like, what is that coming from? The beat was hard too, chat. Like, look at that. Okay, so we good. All right. So yeah, you found Queen C3 check. Let's exit out of there. Okay. And then we look at the last one. Yeah, standard that beat was hard, bro. Like, what was that? All right, so you found this correct too as well. Click the green button, bottom right.
Oh yeah.
So you found the right move, which was check, queen check, and remember, no, it's a best defense is offense, which I think naturally you probably are a more aggressive player, which we like. So your opening choices will reflect that later on, but you don't have to make that switch now. But best defense is offense. No, you played queen h4 check, which is correct because now you have 3 pieces hanging. Queen h4.
Wait, I played queen. It's black to move.
Yep.
Oh wait, did I really play that?
Yeah,
yeah. Okay,
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you took with the knight, which is correct, and after
pawn. And then I should have gone there, but I took pawn, right?
Exactly. There you go. Correct. And now
if I took pawn, like in a situation, am I able to like go back?
You can actually click the analyze thing right there. Yeah, click that, and then share that tab. After you click it, it's gonna take. Yeah. Now you go through the moves again. It's white to move here, so you actually have to click the arrow to go forward.
So they did
C3,
right?
Yeah. And then you went queen 5 check, correct, G3.
And then it was bam.
Yeah, and then knight takes, queen takes, and then pawn takes. after knight takes. Yeah, pawn takes. Now queen takes is a move here, and the engine will show you on the side too as well of like why is it not the best, or even if it's even bad. So you see the eval bar moved as well. But think about this from a resources standpoint. You don't want to go for this type of stuff if you don't have follow up, right? So a lot of times is look at for instance, look at the back rank. You know, what you got a queen and a bishop out? You can't do it with just these two. It's possible, but not in a board like this. You know, with all my pieces for white still. You're not getting anywhere here. It looks like it, but as soon as my king moves away, you have to now bring extra resources, which is not going to be enough time with accurate play from white, obviously. But queen takes rook was the best because you are getting more material there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and now you get more material, and then trade when you're up, not when you're down. Following up with easy would be trading the queens and then win the game that way. So okay, perfect. We're gonna do a puzzle battle. I'm gonna send you a link. And we're going to play Puzzle Battle right here on stream. And Puzzle Battle is a good one, too. I would recommend playing maybe 1 or 2 a day. It's good because it's competitive. And you get a rating for it. So it's like, oh, you get to play someone else and that type of thing. All right. Let me know.
Should I still share it or no?
Yeah, you can still share it. You can still share it. So they can see your screen. And then, go from there. All right. Let's go. Oh, you have to accept it. Wait, I
didn't get the notification yet.
Sam Busha Lol. Okay. Busha Lol. That's what I did. All right, go to Puzzle Battle actually on the side. And then wait there. And then you should be getting a notification.
Okay, cool.
There it is. Sweet. All right.
So then I'm just playing?
You just play. You just do your thing. You just do your thing. I'm gonna do mine, you just do puzzles.
Why can't I see this move? Oh. See, like, why can't I see stuff quickly?
Yeah, a lot of times, too, what happens is you actually end up getting fatigued, which is good. It's just like working out at the gym type thing where, you get fatigued and you come back stronger. And that's how it is with puzzles, too. The more you do, you are going to get fatigued. At some point, you're not seeing it. Like, it's cloudy. Your brain hurts a little bit. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So then when you come back rested and fresh, you'll be playing better.
Okay. Can't be that. I don't even know. There. Yeah, let's just be here. Maybe there. Now we can go. I don't think I should take, should I? I knew that was wrong too. You're 48. What? I'm just seeing this now. I didn't even. Oh my god, that's crazy.
49.
49.
Woo, heat. I did 49, and this was faster. This is actually 3-minute puzzle rush. So this one's a little bit faster, but you actually get 2 minutes less, and you still got 12. You know, with like you on 3 minutes. You know, so that's crazy. That's actually very good. But think about this: you did 12, and then you did what 13 on the other one. So you've done 25 puzzles in what, like 10 minutes max here.
Yeah.
But you've done 25 puzzles already. So this is good. It's very good practice to do this. And you know, remember obviously the notes from today. I continue this recording too. I am gonna put it on YouTube. So Sam Butcher, where can they follow you, bro? On all your socials. Let me actually you can stop the share so we can make it a little bit bigger and change the scene up a little bit. There we go. Perfect. There he is. Got you on a full screen, bro. Yeah, where can they follow you, man, and all that other stuff?
You just look up Sambucha on YouTube, you know, catch me there, catch me anywhere, honestly. Just type it in, you'll see me, I'll pop up. I'll be playing a lot of chess too. I don't know if you could like follow the profile to see like the ELO rise throughout the next month or so, but I'll be in the puzzles, I'll be playing, I'll be doing like 5-10 minute games too, so I could like actually get more dynamic with games. But puzzles, I'm gonna do like, I don't know, I'm probably gonna spend like 2 hours a day is my goal on Puzzle Rush.
Okay. Ooh, that's gonna be solid. You're gonna be locked in. In fact, what I'll do is I'll say this: 1 and 1, 1 hour of Puzzle Rush and 1 hour of playing. So you get the both. You are, if you're doing an hour of Puzzle Rush, you are doing very good. That's a very good healthy day for training. And then you can spend the other hour just playing. And in a way, you know, don't get too strung up on rating at all or anything like that. You just want to focus on the process, results. In fact, we have a thing that we say focus on the work, not the result, right? So if you focus on the result, you generally don't get it. But if you focus on the work that produces the result, aka the process, it's easier, and you just follow and you just play. You know, you just play and you're looking to grow as opposed to looking to win all the time. And through you looking to grow and remember your training, then you will win more. So that's how it goes.
In your experience, because you've obviously coached people who have played in these types of tournaments before, like how prepped is the average competitor going to be?
Not at all.
Just so I could like, not at all, you think?
They don't be prepped like that. They are preps, I would say. I mean, the ones that win are really prepped because they're locked in. Like they are doing an hour of working on chess, playing. A lot of them are just playing a lot of chess and doing some puzzles, but not generally Puzzle Rush. Puzzle Rush is like a cheat code people don't really use. So Puzzle Rush, well, puzzles is what they do as well. Like they do a lot of puzzles, and they'll play games. But Puzzle Rush is the one where you should be doing a lot. Bro, do Lee Chess puzzles help too? Yes, but that would be all puzzles. Any puzzles you read, any puzzles you get from a book, stuff like that. But you know, again, think about how many you're actually getting in a day, rather than Puzzle Rush is a timed one, and then you get a higher score. You are blowing through the water. In fact, I saw a lot of prodigy kids use this when Puzzle Rush came out. I'm like, oh, this is why these kids getting good. They doing 500 puzzles in a day. Like, I mean, come on, think about that. 500 in a day, and then you do that times 7. Like you know, no wonder why they're playing like that, right? So it's important to get those reps up, bro. The more reps you do, the better it's gonna be for you. So we're watching you, man. We will be watching.
All right.
We'll be rooting for you, big dog. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. So are you coaching other competitors for PogChamps 6?
No. It's only been you, and I think that's how they generally do it. It's like
nice.
It's just one coach. Cool. So I think we might have another one too. We'll give it the back end to see if we got maybe a checkup in like a week or so to do another one to see the progress and check a few games and stuff like that. Dr. Dave says, "You got this, Sam." Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Thank you guys. I won't let you down. Like I've learned more in this single session than like 4 years of even just like passively consuming chess content.
Yeah,
it's different when like I'm doing it and you're telling me these things because now it like actually resonates.
Right now he about to be locked in. He's like, yeah, man, I hit 30 in Puzzle Rush. I'm already 2,000. Like, yo, what? Hold on, bro. Chill, bro. Chill. No, but we're rooting for you, man. We'll be watching for sure, bro. So
thank you, man. Thank you so much for tonight. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir, man. Good to have you. All right, chat. We're gonna say bye to Sam Butcher.
Thank you, chat. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me. All right, man. Sounds good.
We'll catch you on the next one.
All right. See you guys.